Ankh and Ma'at, Ankh and Ma'at. I hope that you are doing well. Ankh and Ma'at, I am truly hoping that you are having a wonderful Sunday. And I want to thank you for joining the Shrine of Ma'at for Kemetic Ascension. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. I know there's so many other things that you could be doing. You may know that when we begin, I ask for you to go ahead and tell us where in the world you are and how long you've been part of Kemetic Ascension. Where in the world are you and how long have you been a critical part of Kemetic Ascension? You should know that today we won't be with you that long. We are really, really busy today. You may know that I have a debate today on whether the Black folks, African Americans, the people of African descent in the United States are actually native people to the United States, or are we from Africa? That debate is going to be occurring today. And we're preparing, we are traveling to Africa tomorrow. So all of those things mean that we have very little time. In fact, I think several other individuals in our situation probably would have decided not to meet today. But you know that Kemetic Ascension is of critical importance to us. So we are here. So we won't be here very long, but the majority of what we'll be doing today is talking to you about what you think about the tradition. We're going to have an open forum for a bit. So you won't be listening to me actually do the word from the Sevaït today. So with that, I'm hoping that enough of you are in now to answer my first two questions. Remember, when we start Kemetic Ascension, we ask how long you've been part of Kemetic Ascension and where in the world you are. Please let us know. Do we have responses?
Yes, we have Tone Johnson, who came in early. Tone's second.
Anken Ma'at,
From the DMV.
one of our initiates going through her process right now. Anken Ma'at, to use that tone.
We have Simone Reed.
Anken Ma'at. From where? She didn't say. Anken Ma'at, Sinette.
We have Jason Holmes out of Denver, Colorado.
Anken Ma'at, one of our full members. Anken Ma'at Sen. Always good to know that you're there.
There's Sinette Cortia, the ATL.
I don't think we've heard Cortia's name for a little bit, right? How are you doing, Sinette? One of our full members out of ATL. Maybe it's been 2 sessions or so. I don't think we've heard her name. How are you? I hope all is well.
She's been with us for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
We have Bill Andrew Rogers hailing from Guyana, listening for 3+ years.
Are you in Guyana or are you from Guyana? And you know, I really want to know that because my maternal lineage goes through Guyana as well. So Anken Ma'at to you, Georgetown man. Go ahead. I was gonna say GT boy, but you know.
We have the Jossie out in Phoenix.
Anken Ma'at to San William. How are you? How are you? How are you doing in Phoenix? Phoenix is hot right now. Really, really hot. How are you doing? How's the family doing? It's good to know that you're there.
We have Yo Folks 3. So that's who you are. Where you from?
Anken Ma'at to you.
And he responds, GT boy.
You responded too? Anken Ma'at.
Let's see, Jason Edwards. Just giving a shout out, initiatory class of 2023.
Anken Ma'at, how are you, Sen Jason? One of our current folks going through. They will have a name really soon too. Ooh, I can't wait to hear that. Anken Ma'at to you.
We have Simone Reed, so she's from East Orange, New Jersey.
Wonderful, not far. East Orange isn't that far from here. Anken Ma'at to you.
So that's Sakina Ra is rooting for you.
Anken Ma'at, Anken Ma'at. I'm assuming she's one of Sonetter's mods. She'll be in the house. Anken Ma'at, Sanet Sakina, and one of our full members.
We have Nava Sage L. Moore from London.
Yes, one of our full members coming through initiation now. Anken Ma'at to you, Sen. Anken Ma'at. By the way, you sent me a really good video of Master Nava speaking, and I it's been busy, so I didn't respond. I really enjoyed it. Anken Ma'at to you.
Let's see, Janae Ebony. Welcome. Tell us where you're from.
Ankh and Ma'at, how are you, Sinette? I know that you've been struggling a little bit. I hope everything is well. Hit me up. I've been busy, but hit me up. Send me a text. Let me know how things are going. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
And Bill Rogers says he's in Guyana.
In Guyana. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My family is going to Guyana without me again this year. At least part of it is. Ankh and Ma'at to you, and I hope that Guyana is doing well.
So Yoko Street has been with us for 2 years out in Northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre Spring.
Wow, not that far. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're talking to someone in London and someone in Guyana. So obviously, Scranton and Wilkes-Barre is just right around the corner. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Your son Gaston out in Arizona.
Ankh and Ma'at out there in Bennu. How are you doing, dear brother? How are you doing? I really need to get out to Arizona and see how you all are doing. Get out to Bennu. So we should talk about when I should come. Ankh and Ma'at.
Yeah, Tony Jones, who says he's been following you as long as he can remember.
Ankh and Ma'at, send Tony. Ankh and Ma'at, dear brother.
Abut Seshat is in the house.
Ankh and Ma'at Abut. Ankh and Ma'at, one of the members of the Wenwet. Did she tell us where she is? Sometimes she's like, look, I'm gonna be a little mysterious. So Ankh and Ma'at to you. We hope that you're doing well and in the place we last knew that you were at. Ankh and Ma'at.
Tony says out in California, in Oakland.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at.
We have Bonette Luis F4, Maati Robinson, Abojewa Aset.
Woo!
In Los Angeles. And
woo! Ankh and Ma'at. We talked about that name before because it is both Kemetic names and Akan names, the Ghanaian names. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Sinette Cortez says just been busy, slowing down, but good.
I hope things are well for you, Sinette. You know we murder you so much.
Carl Collins out in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Ankh and Ma'at out in Tulsa. Ankh and Ma'at, one of the most important places for the story of people of African descent in the United States. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Ronald Green out in Alton, Illinois.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at. I think I know Ronald Green. Ankh and Ma'at.
Then the Hesse Ankh Sakem.
Miami? In Miami now? Was it Miami that you and your queen moved to? Sendahisi? Sendahisi is one of our folks that is going through initiation, a full member of the Shrine of Ma'at. I want to say it was Miami. They moved from Vegas to Miami. Am I still in your business out in the street? Anika shaking her head. Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at.
Send Rich Dozen.
Out in Queens, if I remember correctly. Ankh and Ma'at to send Rich. Hopefully we'll do something and we'll see you soon. We enjoy hanging out with you. Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at. Good to know that you're out there. One of our full members.
Yeah, Della Fulton out in Miami.
See, Della Fulton is Sendahisi's queen. My brain is not completely Swiss cheese right now. Ankh and Ma'at, they did move, and it was to Miami. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Daniel Jones tells us where you're from. He's with us today. We have
Ankh and Ma'at.
Eitan Amun-Ra.
Out in the Windy City. Ankh and Ma'at to Sen Atan, who is one of our active members, one of our full members, and hopefully we'll see him in Chicago soon, too. We'll head out there soon.
We have Paul Monk. I hope that's pronounced Monk or Munch. In Malawi.
Are you in Malawi right now?
The warm heart of Africa.
You might actually be in Malawi. That's further than London, and it's further than Guyana. Ankh and Ma'at to you. That's the furthest away so far.
Taseti.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at. Good to know that you are out there again. One of our regulars, Ankh and Ma'at.
Kamisha. Oh, Sen Gavin. I knew I recognized
Tasset. Oh no, Kamisha is Sen Gavin.
Yeah.
Ankh and Ma'at out in the DMV area. I hope you're doing well, Sen. And hopefully we'll have some stuff that we'll be able to see you all soon. I hope. Ankh and Ma'at.
Yeah. Ra Kabaya Tehuti Ra from Tallahassee, Florida.
I don't think I've heard that name before. Ankh and Ma'at to you. Ankh and Ma'at.
Elaine M. said, I had to shrine and Jabari the best of British luck to him.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at. I think I know Sanette Elaine. That's not, isn't that the Sanette? We have two Elaines that are members of our shrine. But I don't know if that's the second Elaine.
British luck. So
British luck. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Your brother Pimpanzi Obabini Kanefer Webin Ra.
One of our full members out there in North Philly. Ankh and Ma'at to you, Sam.
That's it, yeah, in Denver, Colorado.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at.
DZ Ankh out in Buffalo.
Ankh and Ma'at, how are you?
Drip Fire, the RGB stacker.
She loves these names. Ankh and Ma'at.
I heard Monfoni from Houston.
Ankh and Ma'at. Ankh and Ma'at.
Queen Singaka out of BB.
Ankh and Ma'at, one of our full members. Ankh and Ma'at to you.
Charles Duncan, who doesn't know where you're from.
Ankh and Ma'at.
Kimberly Blue, that's where you're from. And Gears That Truth. Good luck with your debate. Let us know where you're from.
Ankh and Ma'at.
Septopia Black is his Faraday. Louisiana, LA.
Ankh and Ma'at. Wonderful. Ankh and Ma'at to you all. I hope that you're enjoying this summer. I hope that it is going very well for you. Dua once again for joining us for Kemetic Ascension. I'm so honored that you're here. You know that Anika and I are we're always busy, but we're busier now because we're really almost on the runway for our trip to Kemet. And we're really looking forward to being there this year with a wonderful group of people and then heading to West Africa and being in Ghana. We are excited. So with that, let us begin the way we begin. Let's begin with that ceremony that was given to us by our elder, by our teacher, by my spiritual father, Baba Heru Ankh Ra Samad Sepata. If he pops in today, this is the one time I can say I am no longer negligent because I spent time with him yesterday. And if you've been on Kemetic Ascension the last few moments, you've heard me say, I am negligent, Baba, I am negligent. I knew I had to see him before heading to the motherland. So I did get a chance to sit with him and his Queen Sakara yesterday, and it's always wonderful to spend time with him. So let us do the ceremony that he put into its current configuration, that he brought into existence, known as the opening of the way. The opening of the way. So please stand upright with me. I want you to take a stride forward. And then what I want you to do is take your palms and expose them in front of you. Of course, this is challenging because exposing your palms in front of you is how we speak to our robotic camera. And for Kemetic people, this is a challenge, right? Anyway, stand with your palms in front of you. Put your left hand a bit further forward than your right, and your right hand can be a bit further down. This is known as the pose of adoration. You will see ancient Africans doing this pose for thousands of years. If you do the same thing for thousands of years, it is important. So I want you to recognize that this is a pose that allows us to both give and receive divine energy. So please stand in this manner. From here, we're going to take a deep breath and chant the word of everlasting life, Ankh. Let's begin.
Anetrak in Bethet.
Anetrak in Bethet.
Nuke in Bethet.
Nuke in Bethet. Anetrak Hapi.
Anetrak Hapi.
Nuke Hapi.
Nuke Hapi.
Twelve winter.
12 winter.
Turn to the right.
Anetrak Serket.
Anetrak Serket.
Nuke Serket.
Nuke Serket. Anetrak Kebsenu.
Anetrak Kebsenu.
Nuke Kebsenu.
Nuke Kebsenu.
12 winter.
12 winter. Anetrak Ast.
Anetrak As.
Nuke Ast.
Nuke As. Anetrok onset.
Anetrok onset.
Nuke onset.
Nuke onset.
Twal winter.
Twal winter. Anetrok meat.
Anetrok meat.
Nuke meat.
Nuke meat. Anetrok dwa mutef.
Anetrok dwa mutef.
Nuke dwa mutef.
Nuke dwa mutef.
Twal winter.
Twal winter. Anetrok newt.
Anetrok newt.
Nuke newt.
Nuke newt. Anetrok geb.
Anetrok geb.
Nuke geb.
Nuke geb.
Twal winter.
Twal winter.
Anetrok shoe.
Anetrok shoe.
Shoe. Shoe. Shoe. Shoe. Nuke shoe.
Anetrok tefnut.
Anetrok tefnut. 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 Nuke tefnut. Twal winter. Anetrok paut in titeru. Nuke paut in titeru. Anetrok and boo in titeru. Nuke and boo in titeru. Twal winter. Twal winter. Dwa, dwa, dwa. Dwa for being here with us. Dwa for doing the opening of the way. Remember, this is not theater. We want you to do it with us. It is a critical ritual ceremony brought to us by Baba Heru and the Shrine of Ptah, our root shrine, our shrine of origin. So please do the opening of the way. With that, Anika, I think we're going to go into Hesi. So going into Hesi means that we are going to galvanize divine energy in the manner that our Kemetic ancestors did. And in doing that, hopefully you're going to learn some wonderful chants, some wonderful affirmations that you can bring into your daily practice. So today, what are we going to hear?
Well, we have that wonderful couple of Schaefers in the house.
The Schaefers are here.
And we're playing their song, Take This Car.
Now, Take This Car is a song that they wrote, performed, mastered, produced. This is all the Schaefers, and we're honored to be able to work with them. So please enjoy Take This Car. It just occurred to me that I need to talk about them because we're going to be in their neck of the woods. Ankh and Ma'at, and please enjoy.
Oh, great one, who became shy. Every place is filled with your beauty. Oh, strong one, who gives strength from on high. Every place is filled with your beauty. Almighty one, there is none like you. Every place is filled with your beauty. You possess the whole of the earth as it is stretched beneath you. You adore the earth and all the things in your arms. Please take this guardian to be an indestructible start within you. Oh, great one who became sky. Every place is filled with your beauty. Oh, strong one who gives strength from on high. Every place is filled with your beauty. Almighty one, there is none like you. Every place is filled with your beauty. You possess the whole of the earth as it is stretched beneath you. You adore the earth and all the things in your arms. Please take this guardian to be an indestructible start within you. Please take this guardian to be an indestructible start within you. Behold, I have it here in Florida. I am strong. I am and might. Please take this body. I have brought all of the make truth. Please take this body. To those who want. Please take this body. Get God, a new mind. Cement, cool. Please take this body. Move, move, move. Time, cool. Please take this body. Way, time, cool. Please take this body to be an indestructible star with a family. Already one who can go right to what there is none like. Every place is filled with your beauty. Every place is filled with your beauty. On one of your strength on. Go right to what there is none like. Every place is filled with your beauty. Please take this body.
I think that Hesse is beautiful, just beautiful. And so I really hope that you are enjoying it. They wrote it, they performed it, they mastered it. My understanding is that they're also dealing with the loss of people who are close to them. And I just want to say we're with you. We feel that. We know that it can cause great sorrow. And we're asking for Ra to allow that wonderful boat to move from this plane, the plane of the living, to the plane of those who are Makeru, truer voice. We hope that those three individuals, those three souls, will travel seamlessly along this pathway and make it uneventfully into the land of Ma'at. And we truly hope that you have solace also knowing that you've lost people who are close to you. And I know that that can be very, very difficult. So we hope that you're still doing well as you can be in such trying times. And hopefully we'll see you soon as well. So from here, what I'd like to do is kind of open things up, right? How about we spend just a little bit of time. We won't be here that long, maybe about 15 or 20 minutes, talking to you. I didn't think it made sense to prepare a word from the Sebayit, especially since we had a small amount of time. So I want to see if there's some things that you'd like to chat about. Perhaps there are questions you have. I will try to give relatively short answers, or at least engage in conversation that might be helpful. So I think Anika has put the link in the chat, right? She's put the link to the StreamYard into the chat, so you can just click and come in, and hopefully we'll be able to have an interesting dialogue around our tradition. Do we have anyone that's come in yet?
Not yet.
That's probably because it is unusual for us to do this. I think we've only done this once before. And so Some of you probably weren't even ready that we were going to say, come on in and talk to us. But that's precisely what we want you to do. Come on in and talk to us. We want to hear about what is on your mind.
Yo folks is joined us.
Wonderful. Ankh and Ma'at. By the way, if you're going to come in, please make sure that when you enter the background, you have your camera on. That's just, we're going to actually choose people who we've seen before other people, just because sometimes when you do this open discussion, some folks try to take advantage of the situation and do something inappropriate. So we've seen yo folks many times. Yo folks, how are you? Talk to us.
Unmute. Go ahead and unmute.
Might be a little unfamiliar with the system.
Okay, I got you.
No, it's just that the echo, and I was trying to mute the YouTube and now mute you. I hope you
Yeah.
can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, Dua, Jabari, you are the greatest. Jabari, I call you the Incredible Hulk. You are Dr. Floyd Mayweather. You are the Incredible Hulk, my brother. And
Wow.
also your beautiful wife. I love her so much. Jabari, I can't wait to the debate. I've signed up. I can't wait to see you. Good luck. But the other day, I looked at a documentary, and they literally went over the genealogy line of some of the pharaohs. And I
Mm,
couldn't believe how much knowledge they had. I can only go back to my great grandmother. They
mm,
went back with the pharaoh's genealogy line. But it upset me when I heard about they married sisters and sons and
mhm,
fathers and mothers.
mhm.
And my question is, was the marriage among relatives more of a ceremonial marriage, or was there actually conception in marriages, a consummation in marriages? And that's what my question is, because it disturbed me how they normalize incest among
Mhm,
the genealogy line. Thank you, my
mhm.
brother, and I'll mute
Dwa,
my phone.
Dwa for your question. Dwa for your question. And it's a tough one. You should know, obviously, Kemet lasts for over 3,000 years. And in that period, we see examples of ceremonial marriages to relatives, and we see marriages of people who are siblings. That does happen on occasion in Kemet. It We don't have any record of it happening other than with royalty. The concept in the royal lineage was that they were attempting to protect a royal bloodline. And so there are some times that a half brother will marry a half sister. Usually you do not see full brothers and sisters married, but that does happen that you see half brothers and half sisters. And sometimes they have offspring. That does happen sometimes. I'm going to tell you that I don't know if I would say that it's the norm, but it did occur. It did occur, and it's not unusual in world history for royalty to keep the power of royalty within the same family. It's not unusual, but a little bizarre to us today. Sure, a little bizarre to us today, but it is something that occurred. And I want you to know, I'm going to answer the question. That's particularly a historical question, whether it's something I agree with or not. Because I think that one of the things we have to do is at the very least, understand what happened so we understand what we're building and what sorts of fidelity we will have to some of the things that were done and what changes we would make to things that are done based on our modern circumstance. And so I think that's the best way to answer that. Right? Does that make sense, Anika? Do we have other questions?
All right, thank you.
And Dwa.
Okay, I want to
Send Jason. Uncle Ma'at to you, dear brother.
Uncle Ma'at, him Netter and him at Netter and Teppy. How y'all doing today?
We're good. We're good. A little tired, and we're probably going to be even more tired, but we're good.
I really don't have a question. I'm out of town right now. I'm actually in Denver.
Really?
Yeah, I had a family function here in Denver for the weekend, so I'm here.
Ooh.
And I went to watch the fight at Brother Khalil Amani's house last night.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Wow.
He's exactly who he is on YouTube. He's got a beautiful.
I want to hear what that was like. I think I want to know what that circumstance, what that situation was. I didn't get to see any of the fights last night, and I'm not happy about it. So
well, you know, I'm from Nebraska, so I couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. And I know that family is important to you because when his family gathers, then Jason will travel. So I know that's important. Yeah.
I really just wanted to share this beautiful view with you all from my hotel room, though. If you can see it, can you see that?
Oh wow! That's nice.
We were supposed to have set this up so I could look at stuff, but my computer had other plans. Anika is enjoying it though.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're about to get out of here, though. I'm heading back to Nebraska, so it's good to tap in with you all, though.
And do you feel like you're struggling to breathe? I know they call Denver the Mile High City, right? Do you feel like you're in higher elevation?
I can tell the air is quite a bit thinner.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't had any real problems breathing though. But the air is definitely thinner.
I wonder what that would be like. I know that when Anika and I went to Ethiopia, we were in Lalibela, which is at a high elevation, and Anika was fine. I was winded. I'd get up off the bed and sit back down. She'd be like, "What are you doing? We have stuff to do." I'm like, "You don't feel that?" She's like, "Feel what?" She didn't feel it. Wherever she's from, her family was in the mountains. Wherever I'm from, my family was in the valley. So obviously it just wasn't working. So
yeah, I think
travel safely.
I think I'm at what, 8,000 feet. I think the elevation where I am now. Yeah, 8,042 feet. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm on the 32nd floor of my hotel room. So.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Travel safely and enjoy family. I'm gonna look at the replay to see the view.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll see you all soon. You all have a great time in the motherland.
Sounds
Hopefully
good.
I'll be joining you next year.
I hope so. All right now. Shema Ma'at. Travel safely.
Shema Ma'at, family.
All right. Do we have other folks?
Yes, we do. We have Djibouti Mess OG the fourth, who has cut all his hair off.
Uncle Ma'at.
Yes.
I saw on Facebook. Listen, y'all know that I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. I need to spend more time on Facebook. When I saw it, I had to comment. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I think he turned a certain birthday and he said, you know what, I need to go back to the lab. That's what happened.
Feeling freer?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't have any questions either. I just wanted to come on and, wish you guys safe travels to and from Kemet and Ghana and, things of that nature.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Wonderful.
And when we come back, hopefully we'll go and have some food or something, because I know you're local now. So.
Yes, I'm local. I'm literally down the block from you guys.
Yeah, a short walk.
A short walk. Yes.
Yeah, so definitely we should get some food, and please give myrrh to your sister as well, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes.
All right, Shema Ma'at.
Shema.
You look like a baby now.
All right, we have Brother Gaston on.
Uncle Ma'at to you, said Gaston.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah.
Good. Uncle Ma'at.
Grand rising on this end.
How's it going?
Oh, great. Yeah. So yeah, I want to wish you guys safe travels as well. I did have a question though. When are you guys? I'm assuming you're not back to in-person meetings at your house, but I would like to swing by and meet in person at your house since you've been out here. But I
Yeah,
was wondering, when are you guys going back to in-person meetings for
now we're going to be talking about in-person meetings soon, but I want to say to you, a really good time to come would be the weekend of September 15th. I don't think I've announced this, but September 15th, 16th, 17th, we are going to have our Hebkep Ruwer. That means that those people who are being initiated now are going to complete their initiation. And it also is an amazing time for members of the shrine to come and spend time with each other. We have a whole weekend of activities, everything from bowling. Yes, we do bowl. We try to have some fun. To the ceremony aspect of what we're doing, public and private, and also a major tour of the Metropolitan Museum. We go and we eat together. We go to African market together. So if you can come, that would be a really good time to make the journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
September,
and we'll be here too. We'll have some stuff going on here in the shrine.
Is that the weekend after Labor Day weekend? No, wait a minute.
I think
that's the first
it's 2
weekend
weeks
of
after.
September. So it's 2 weekends.
It's 2 weeks after.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like right dead smack in the middle of September.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We would love for you to come.
Right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to be doing in Ghana?
Touring.
Okay.
And when we go to Ghana, honestly, when we go to Kemet, it's more about seeing the sights. When we go to Ghana, part of the reason why we're there is just to be there. So we're going to eat some food and meet West Africans and see some sights and just enjoy the Atlantic from the other side, right?
Right.
Some of the journey is difficult. Obviously, we also go to the enslavement dungeons. We do that as well. And definitely that part of it is there and is difficult. But other than that, when we go to Ghana, we're really just focusing on reconnecting with our African family. And so it should be pretty amazing to be there this year as well.
You taking people by your house? Is it built?
Yeah, it should be entirely complete. I don't think we have some kitchen stuff to do. But yeah, they will get to see it. Yes, they will be inside of it. Yes, yes.
All right. Sounds great.
We don't have any furniture though, so obviously, if we were planning on sleeping there, we'd be laying on the floor, which is not something that. Maybe in my 20s I could do that. In my 50s, if I lay on the floor, Anika might have to come back to the United States without me and leave me there. So definitely, folks will definitely be able to see it, and you'll get a sense of what it's like to build and to own in Ghana as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for receiving me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always good. I wish I could see you, but obviously my computer is not cooperating. But definitely, it's always good to hear your voice. And please share my myrrh to all the other folks in Benue.
I will. I appreciate it. Same thing. Share my myrrh to everybody out there.
Yeah, share my eye.
All right.
We have time for like one more question.
So we have Sister Tresh. Am I saying that correctly?
It's Trish.
Trish. Okay, sorry about that.
Uncle Ma'at.
Hello. Hi. Long time no see.
Yes.
I guess my question is, I'm having a little bit of a hiccup, I guess, like just through daily activities, sometimes I want to stop and, say a prayer or something like that. I guess my question is like, what are some, I don't know if it's the right terminology I'm using, like deities or something to call on, like, just overall, just in prayer form. Am I making sense to you?
You are. And I think that one of the reasons why you're grappling for the language is because we're all trying to better understand how the African traditions occur in the modern world, right? So the first thing I would say to you is, what are you trying to do? Because in the ancient African traditions and in the modern African traditions, we have names for the particular divine energy that we are seeking to utilize at a given time. And so there's not usually one name that you would always call.
Mhm.
You would decide what you were trying to do and whose assistance you should ask for. Whose divine energy, these energies are both indwelling and outdwelling, which divine energy is coming forward. And so that's what I would say. So what are you, when you're feeling like you're going about your day and you have a predominant feeling that you're looking to connect with that energy, what is it you're trying to do most commonly?
Like sometimes it may be just to say, just, thank you for everything that's going on. Sometimes it may just be, okay, need a little bit motivation. Sometimes it could just be like, just for guidance, just to making sure you're making the right decisions with certain things. So so I guess I need like a book, a source or something to, to guide me as to, who to call on or what to call on, at a certain time.
Based on what you said, when I feel in a similar manner, I call on the ancestors first of all.
Right.
Those ancestors that are in your lineage and around your lineage are folks who have experienced what you've experienced, have been sharpened by the sharpening stones of this world, and have made their transition. Asking them for their assistance is always helpful. And then in addition to that, if I was going to look for a divine force, when you say you're looking for gratitude because of the challenges that you've had and how you're persevering, sometimes I call on Great Mother Ast, also known as Osset, who the Greeks misnomered as Isis. Why? Because she is the great nurturer. She is the person, the entity that in our great mythos, she had to deal with challenge and still was able to give to her son, to rear her son. So in some ways, I think that when I think of thanks, when I think of feeling like there is an energy that needs to be called, so I remember that the challenges that are in front of me are challenges that are coming to me, but I'm not alone, I call on Mother Os because I think of myself as the child on her lap, receiving sustenance. When you say divine wisdom, you could easily call on Seshat, the lady of great, the wisdom, the lady of great secrets, or you could call on Jehuti. Those are two really good divine forces.
What was the name? What was her name?
Jehuti Seshat, Seshat. You'll see her. She has the palm frond, not the palm frond, the papyrus frond on her head. And you could also call on Tehuti, also known as Jehuti, who the Greeks misnomered as Thoth. So those are names that I would call. Why am I giving you the Greek names? Not because you're going to call the energies that were described by Africans by Greek names, but because when you do your research, unfortunately, you may have to look for the Greek names. Seshat is not a name that I'm aware of has been bastardized by the Greeks, but definitely those other two, you might have to look for the Greek names and then connect to the African energy as well.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes. We have to do this more often because I think that people are really trying to figure out how they can really draw on these energies, how they can use them in their life, and we need to have some more conversations around it as well. Altar work is a good thing to do as well, but we'll talk more about that in
yes, I do do that.
Wonderful.
I do
Wonderful.
that.
That's good. Wonderful.
Thank you very, very much.
Yes. Dua, iya to you. I think that's all we have time for. One more?
It's just one more person with two questions.
Okay, please go ahead. And this is going to be the last one.
So this is from Terry Lanier. She wants to know, are you still going to put a book list or a study guide of books of African culture, African spirituality, and the African origins of modern religion? And then the other question is, do you recommend any African spiritual communities in Atlanta that helps with self-development, spiritual development, friendship, and fellowship?
Those are tough questions to answer. First of all, let me say to you that I'm the wrong person to ask for a book list because my book list will be gigantic. Anika will tell you I'm a bibliophile. But definitely there are some books I would suggest. I don't know if I should do it here because I want to actually have a thoughtful response. So let me ask you to send me an email to Jed, D-J-E-D, Jed at shrineofma'at.org. And what I'll do is I'll put together a few titles and we'll even share it on our Facebook page as well. Things that will help you understand the tradition and understand the African traditions as well. Some of them would be from the Kemetic tradition, some of them would just be from the African tradition, from a modern perspective. And so, right off the bat, I would say you might want to read something like 2000 Seasons. Definitely, I would think The Temple and Man is a good book to read. I would also look for Jambalaya by Mama Louisa Tish. Those are just 3 books off the top of my head, I would say, are going to be edifying. There's also the book that's written by the head of our sister shrine, The Art of Prayer, Rasanku Kepper. That's one book that you can get. There are a bunch of them. So definitely, I would suggest that you go ahead and shoot me an email and I'll give you an even more thoughtful response. With regard to Atlanta, I am positive that there are spiritual communities in Atlanta. The only one that I know of personally that I would say is a place that is endearing would probably, in the Kemetic tradition, would probably be the Saroset Society. There are others. So I don't want to give you the impression that they're the only ones. They're the only ones that a New York dude would feel comfortable telling you about without knowing much about that particular chapter. Because I've known several chapters of a Saroset and they're a good, solid community. And I'm going to say to you, the Shrine of Ma'at should be considering Atlanta as well, simply because we have a lot of initiates that are there. So we're going to certainly get to that point as well, too. With that, let me say dua to you all. Obviously, when we do this next time, we'll have a little bit more time for your questions. And I'm really hoping that what this will do is it will spark those of you who recognize that we must be high-level practitioners to continue to talk about how we practice, how we do how we approach the ancient African traditions in the modern world. This is a critically important topic, and we need to spend more time talking about it. So dua to you once again. Let me say the divine force in me greets the divine force in you. Anika, you want to come forward for the final affirmation?
I want to say dua to everyone for their donations and also dua for all the positive blessings for our travel. We look forward to getting back onto the continent again. We will be leaving tomorrow. And we have a whole new group of people that we'll be traveling with that we've never traveled with before. So it'll always be exciting. So dua for all of you, and thank you for that. So if you can stand in a pose of adoration, we will recite the oldest prayer known from the Reu and Pert and Hiru and Ger, the chapters of coming forth by day from night. And it's called the Amasu. So please repeat after me. Amasu and Pater.
Amasu and Pater.
Sauksu.
Sauksu.
Ementra.
Ementra.
And Pa.
Inter.
Autu. Aura. Maketipa.
Maketipa.
Herura.
Herura.
Give yourself to the one most high.
Give yourself to the one most high.
Keep yourself daily for the divine.
Keep yourself daily for the divine.
And do it tomorrow.
And do it tomorrow.
Just as you did
Just
today.
as you did it today.
Twelve winter.
Twelve winter.
Thank you to the divine, and thank you to all of you.
Thank you to all of you. Can I say, I'm so honored that you've been here with us. I know that we cut it short a little bit today, but we look forward to seeing you soon. We may even hold Kemetic Ascension from the motherland. Let's see. Can I just go ahead and say, have an incredible day and walk in divine balance. Shemer Ma'at. We'll see you soon.